testing. In this section, we're going to test if you can add. In part one, we're going to test if you can add a new customer. So firstly, I'm going to log in as an admin in order to be able to add a customer. Okay, now we're going to go to the add customer and we're going to try to add a new customer. So the username we're going to use is test1. The email we're going to use this email, which is one of my own emails, so we can test the emailing functions later on. Name, I'm going to put in my own details. Password, I'm going to write welcome. Confirm welcome. So I'm going to submit this user now, and I expect the page to refresh and all the fields to become empty, which with no errors, showing that the customer has now been added. So submit. As you can see, the page is now refreshed and the customer should now be added. Part 2 is I'm going to check if we can now log in as the customer I just made. I'm going to log out and then log back in, but I'm going to use the details of the customer we just made, which is test1, password welcome. As you can see, we're now logged in. Products, and we can view our shopping cart, we can add items to the shopping cart. So this user has now worked. Part 3 of the testing, we're going to test if you have to type the same password in the confirm password part when you're adding a new customer. So we're going to log out and log back into the admin. Go to the add customer page again, and we're going to use this test data, and we're going to see if we need to have this correct password and confirm password. So we're going to put in the username as test3. We're just going to put in any email address, and the name, we're just going to put example, surname, example. So the password, the first password we're going to write is blue123. The second one we're going to write red123. We all know that blue123, red123 are not the same thing, so this should not let you continue to create the customer, so it should prompt you with a message. So we're going to go ahead and submit. As you can see, this message has appeared at the top of the screen saying passwords do not match, so the user has not been added as expected. Part 4 of the testing will be what if the email is in the incorrect format. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and we're going to put in we're going to keep these details because the customer hasn't been added, but this time the password we're going to put correctly. We're going to put blue123 for both of them because we know that's correct. For the email, we're going to put in the incorrect format, so I'm just going to write hello, and we know that that's not correct format. We're going to submit this. As you can see, a message comes up saying we need an @ sign in the email. So if I go ahead and add the @ sign, you can see another message again saying please enter the part following the @ sign because it's incomplete. So as you can see, it detects that it's an email field and it requires a correct format. So if we go ahead and put the actual format, and then we submit, passwords do not match, let's retry that. As you can see, the customer's now been added. Part 5 is what if the username is already active. So we know that we just added a customer called test1, so we're going to try add another customer with the same username, which should not work. So we're just going to put an email, we're just going to put some values into here, correct values. So this, I expect the page to refresh and it should display a message at the top saying that the account with this username is already registered, and it should not let you continue. Go ahead and submit. As you can see, this message comes up saying account with this username is already registered, please try another one. So you're going to have to change the username and make it unique. Part 6 is that what if the email is already active. So we know that, if I just change this to test4, we know that I use one of my own emails at the beginning to make the first account. So I'm going to go ahead and use that email address and put the rest as correct data. So the email address for each account should be different so that there's no errors when sending out orders and the CSV files. So each account should have a different email address and it should not clash. So this is what we're gonna test now. So if we go and submit, as you can see, this message comes up at the top saying account with this email address is already registered. So if the email is compared to the database, and if it's already there, it does not let you through.